My name's Ben Waters and I'm the co-founder and director of SI Projects. Our background as architects and designers at SI Projects means that we bring a number of different skills and knowledge bases to the process of digitisation. This includes 3D modelling and understanding the translation of information from real to virtual, and allows us to bring a particular sensibility to the presentation of cultural heritage. For this project, SI Projects was engaged for 3D scanning services. Ultimately, our role was to digitise using 3D photogrammetry processes the cultural collection, the Miles Lewis Heritage Building Materials Collection, and to provide this data to interact with and engage with online in various different forms of interactions. We started off by looking at the collection and analysing the different objects within the group and within the collection, and to plan out a process of digitisation. The process of digitisation, and specifically photogrammetry, is the process of capturing multiple images from different angles of an object, a space, or an environment. Ultimately, we can use those various images or photographs to produce 3D digital models. For this collection in particular, the idea of using photogrammetry was established because photogrammetry is fantastic for close engagement with detailed objects, and for this collection in particular, there are so many different small varieties of scales, of materials, of textures, and photogrammetry is something that's fantastic for us to be able to engage with those textures and with those characteristics at a really high detailed level using high resolution 3D images. One of my favourite objects that we produced a model of was a really small piece of wallpaper, and this had a really beautiful texture on the surface of the wallpaper, but on its sides and on its edges it was ripped and frayed, and all of those little details were really thin and quite flat, which for the photogrammetry process is a real challenge. The small cracks, the small textures in really high resolution, and this allows us to augment our understanding of the objects and the models and measure them and study them in high fidelity. Architects and designers in the future might use the tools that are at our disposal, such as 3D scanning, virtual reality, and AR and VR, to solve complex problems for the organisation of cultural content. That might mean that you're not necessarily designing a building or a space, but you're engaging with the organisation of digital information at various forms of interaction and experiences. The future of design is, from our point of view, in this intersection between real and virtual content.